Thanks for stepping in. So let me give a brief introduction of Mr. Arasakesari. I mean, many of you, he's the Additional Director, Research, Regional Agriculture Research and Development Center, Northern Province. He's the External Faculty Board Member, Faculty of Applied Sciences of Jaffna University. And today he's going to speak on recent developments in mango cultivation in Jaffna. Mr. Arasakesari, all yours. You have 10 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. I'm Dr. Arasakesari. Okay. I'm Dr. Arasakesari from Klinachi. I'm Additional Director Research. They are working in the Department of Agriculture for last 27 years. So we have some developments in the mango cultivation very recently. You know that our area was badly affected by the war during last 30 years, and we had a project.
No, go ahead, Mr. Arasakesari. Sorry.
Yeah. Then we have surveyed northern region, especially Jaffna. There were roughly around 50,000 mango trees. Mainly, there are 4 or 5 types we grow: Karthakolumban, Vilat, Ambalavi, Vellakolumban, and so on. During that period, we were able to find a new type which has a creeping canopy and very attractive fruits. Then we have found out that a very peculiar aroma and the high sugar value and TSS value also. Then we have recently released that as a new variety, namely Tinaveli Yellow. I think maybe it has been given publicity, the Department of Agriculture, Tinaveli Yellow, that is very attractive, very fibrous, and very peculiar aroma, which does not have, which have the peculiar aroma none of other fruits in Sri Lanka have. So we have released that is very good for canning industry. That is because it has very less fiber, and it has maybe a very good yellow color, so it is attractive. In addition to that, we have found the previous Dr. Wilson said that we don't have much variety in Karthakolumban. No, we found 3 types of Karthakolumban, and then these 3 types of Karthakolumban having different size, shape, and the fiber, also aroma. But all 3 are on top of quality. So we can really promote those mangoes as mother plants. They have already labeled, and it is many nurserymen taking science from that all 3 plants. In addition to that, there are 2 kinds of Vilat and 1 Ambalavi, 1 Vellakolumban, so on. We have identified mother plants, and it is now used for the science by the nurserymen. In addition to that, we have given a center opening technique where the gases can be killed by center opening, where the yield has been increased. Now it is practiced among the farmers field. In addition to that, huge trees which are not actually fruiting, we did topping, we did topping, and then now those also growing well. We are training the farmers through the extensionist, good training and good pruning technologies. So that is also improved the trend of production in northern region. In addition to that, density planting, earlier the huge trees were planted only 60 to 70 plants per acre. But here we have gone for 400 even to 600 plants within an acre, whereby we have increased the production. But that is, Vilat is well suited. In addition to that, Tom EJC, you have already known that. Tom EG also good for high density planting. So now the farmers, they grow high density planting, especially in drip irrigation system, where our region is facing difficulties in getting water. Therefore, drip irrigation also has been introduced, whereby that farmers are getting more benefit in the density planting. In addition to that, we have tried off-season promotion of flowering, where the factor-butazole chemical is being applied surround the plants. Then it induces a stress whereby the mango trees are producing more fruits even in the off-season. But we should not continue that. Then if you continue, we may reduce the economic yield of that particular trees. Then recently we have covered the mangoes. So the covering of mangoes will change its color, a very good yellow color it reaches. Even that Tinaveli yellow also covered, and it have an attractive fruits. But only thing that huge trees, maybe Kartakolumban and the Willard, which are not able to cover because of the height. But we try to do some pruning and training techniques to the Kartakolumban and Willard also to have covered, and we will have a good fruits in due. In the other development, I personally identified a density separation of matured fruits. How we can separate means when you put, hello, can I continue? Yeah, when you put the matured fruits into water, the real ripening stage, the flowers will go down, fruits will go down, and the immature fruits may be floating, whereby you can select the real mature fruits, and then you can put in an airtight box with the already ripened mango peels. So whereby you can organically, without any spray of ethophone or ethylene, you can make it to ripen, and the very naturally ripened Kartakolman, Willard, Tinaveli yellow, and even that Tommy-GC you can get, or I have identified that, but it is not published yet. We are going to publish soon. But the organically you can make it the fruit to ripen, because you can the huge trees. It's very difficult to separate the immature fruits as well as the mature fruits. Therefore, these methods can be easily given to the farmers. In addition to that, transport also we have improved. Those days we have put everything into gunny bag and then transport the lorries and the tractors, so whereby the fruits get damaged. But now we have a plastic box, and we can send to the markets. So it is being getting good price from the traders as well as the consumers. In addition to that, introduction of new varieties, fetching good prices to the markets also we are doing. In nutshell, I have given the recent developments in mango cultivation, especially technologies. If I summarize that, we have introduced varieties, we have introduced center opening technique, pruning and training, also density planting, and density separation of real maturity fruits, transport, covering to make it yellow, and we are now succeeding in the mango cultivation, especially in the northern region. In addition to that, there are big programs going on to have extensive cultivation in mango wherever the lands are available. And then southern side also the mango cultivation is being improved. Therefore, we are on the way of improving the productivity and the production as a whole in the northern region. Thank you very much for your time, and you have invited me an expert. Thank you for this chance. I know that Dr. Veerakon, my Director General, will be happy of these information. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arasakesari. The way you presented made me to eat mangoes, but I don't have mangoes here. And you were mentioning about the coloring and the attractiveness of mango. And you also mentioned about the new transport techniques. I have a quick question for you. I mean, excuse my ignorance, they say the northern province soil, that the Sambatuman, is great for mango cultivation. Is that right, Mr. Arasakesari, Dr. Arasakesari?
Yeah, yeah, you know that mango total soluble content may vary according to the, you know, what is that, relative humidity and the temperature. So when generally the crops are grown in the tropical area, it has more sweet. But the Sambatuman and the other lands also has influence on the quality of the fruits. I have tasted different parts, Karatakolumban. It has not the taste as the crops grown in Jaffna. So with some soil has its own value to increase the production and quality of the mango.
Excellent. Thanks again for joining this webinar and giving us some very valuable information about mangoes.